my name is Isaac, and this is my test of how I use MediaPipe for this project. Uh, let's start by looking at the inspiration here. So my inspiration for this is this painting over here, which is, sort of like a abstract or a fractal kind of piece. So I wanted to have an effect that works similar like that, or we can have something, that look like that. So for this example, I ended up using a vertical format. If you want to look at it on a phone, that will be better. Um, as a layout, I have, you know, the output here to play on the background just to see it on a bigger picture. But the main focus of this is to look at it in a separate display. So in the media pipe here, I just left it on detect hands options, and the rest of them I just left it off because the only data that I'm extracting here for, easiness um, thing is just the hand tracking, just to make it things run faster and smoother. So under the tracking hand here, my intention is to play with rotation, how close is to the camera, and the pinch, option here. So we connected these boxes here. I ended up, connecting null and then select. Then under select, I extracted specifically the hand pinch movement, so it will recognize this. And you can see it play like here. It'll, track your hand. But apart from that, then the data gets sent to the transform. So I pulled the data from null to transform for the rotation, for the scale, and translation, which gives that effect of going into like a mirror. And to give it a bit more of a fractal effect as a painting back there, I added this blur effect under image filters. You can see a bunch of filters here, but I ended up using, just blur, and connected the feedback to blur, and then the blur to sharpen, and sharpen goes to transform, and transform to over, and over to out. So it's this this is the workflow. And to look at just specifically like this, it gives a infinite effect, and when we zoom in, it has, kind of like a similar. The idea is to look at like the painting back there. I would like to work a bit more on the speed of how the effects works, but I'm still not sure how to do that. But it works, just with the pinch recognition. And yeah, basically this is how it works. So if we go far away, you can make, a big reflection, or if we can go closer but a small pinch, it'll look like this. So it works both ways, and the idea is to create like a fractal infinite loop effect. And yeah.